Chapter 25. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, that they bring me a contribution. From every man whose heart prompts him, you shall take my contribution. And this is the contribution which you shall take from them: gold and silver and copper, and blue and purple and scarlet yarn, and linen thread and goat's hair, and ram skins dyed red, and fine goat skins, and acacia wood, oil for the lighting, spices for the anointing oil, and for the incense of spices, onyx stones for the stones for setting for the ephod and for the breastplate. And they shall make me a sanctuary, and I will dwell in the midst of them. According to all that I show you, the pattern of the tabernacle and the pattern of all the vessels of it, even so shall you make it. And they shall make an ark of acacia wood. 2 cubits and a half shall be its length, and a cubit and a half its breadth, and a cubit and a half its height. And you will overlay it with pure gold. Within and without will you overlay it. And you will make upon it a crown of gold round about. And you will cast for it 4 rings of gold, and put them on the 4 corners of it. Namely, 2 rings shall be on the one side of it, and 2 rings on the other side of it. And you will make staves of acacia wood, and overlay them with gold. And you will put the staves into the rings upon the sides of the ark to bear the ark with them. In the rings of the ark shall the staves remain. They shall not be removed from it. And you will put into the ark the testimony which I will give you. And you will make a cover of pure gold. 2 cubits and a half shall be its length, and a cubit and a half its breadth. And you will make 2 cherubim of gold. Beaten out of one piece will you make them on the 2 ends of the cover. And you will make 1 cherub on the one end, and 1 cherub on the other end. Out of the cover itself shall you make the cherubim on the 2 ends of it. And the cherubim shall be spreading forth their wings on high, overshadowing the cover with their wings, with their faces turned to one another. Toward the cover shall the faces of the cherubim be. And you will put the cover above upon the ark, and in the ark you will put the testimony which I will give you. And I will meet with you there, and I will speak with you from above the cover, from between the 2 cherubim which are upon the ark of the testimony, all that which I will command you to the children of Israel. And you will make a table of acacia wood. 2 cubits shall be its length, and a cubit its breadth, and a cubit and a half its height. And you will overlay it with pure gold, and you will make to it a crown of gold round about. And you will make to it a rim of a hand's breadth round about, and you will make a gold crown to its rim round about. And you will make for it 4 rings of gold, and you will put the rings on the 4 corners that are on its 4 feet. Close under the rim shall the rings be, as receptacles shall they be for the staves, to bear the table. And you will make the staves of acacia wood, and overlay them with gold, and the table shall be borne with them. And you will make its dishes, and its spoons, and its supporters, and its tubes wherewith to cover them. Of pure gold will you make them. And you will set upon the table showbread before me continually. And you will make a candlestick of pure gold. Of beaten work shall the candlestick be made. Its shaft and its branches, its bowls, its knobs, and its flowers shall be out of one piece with it. And 6 branches shall come out of its sides, 3 branches of the candlestick out of the one side, and 3 branches of the candlestick out of the other side. 3 bowls like almonds on one branch, with a knob and a flower, and 3 bowls like almonds on the other branch, with a knob and a flower. So on the 6 branches that come out of the candlestick. And on the candlestick itself 4 bowls like almonds, with its knobs and with its flowers, and there shall be a knob under 2 branches that come out of the same, and a knob under 2 branches out of the same, and a knob under 2 branches out of the same for the 6 branches that proceed out of the candlestick. Their knobs and their branches shall be of one piece with it, the whole of it one beaten work of pure gold. And you will make it 7 lamps, and one shall light its lamps, that they may give light over against it. And its tongs and its snuff dishes shall be of pure gold. Of a talent of pure gold shall he make it with all these vessels. And look that you make them after their pattern, which you were shown on the mount. Chapter 26. And the tabernacle will you make of 10 curtains of twisted linen thread, and blue and purple and scarlet yarn. With cherubim of weaver's work will you make them. The length of each curtain shall be 28 cubits, and the breadth of each curtain 4 cubits. There shall be one measure for all the curtains. 5 of the curtains shall be coupled one to the other, and 5 curtains shall be coupled one to another. And you will make loops of blue on the edge of the one curtain, which is the outmost in the coupling, and likewise will you make on the edge of the curtain that is outmost in the second coupling. 50 loops will you make on the one curtain, and 50 loops will you make on the edge of the curtain that is in the second coupling. The loops shall be fixed, one opposite the other, and you will make 50 clasps of gold, and you will couple the curtains together, one to another with the clasps, and the tabernacle shall be one piece. And you will make curtains of goat's hair for a tent over the tabernacle. 11 curtains will you make them. The length of each curtain shall be 30 cubits, and the breadth of each curtain 4 cubits. There shall be one measure for the 11 curtains. And you will couple 5 of the curtains by themselves, and 6 of the curtains by themselves. And you will double the 6th curtain over against the front of the tent. And you will make 50 loops on the edge of the one curtain, that is in the outmost in the coupling, and 50 loops on the edge of the curtain of the second coupling. And you will make 50 clasps of copper, and put the clasps into the loops, and you will couple the tent together, that there may be one. And the remainder that is superfluous in the curtains of the tent, the half curtain that remains, shall hang over the back part of the tabernacle. And a cubit on the one side, and a cubit on the other side of that which remains in the length of the curtains of the tent, shall hang down over the sides of the tabernacle on this side and on that side to cover it. And you will make a covering for the tent of ram skins dyed red, and a covering of fine goat skins above, and you will make the boards for the tabernacle of acacia wood standing up. 10 cubits shall be the length of each board, and a cubit and a half the breadth of each one board. There shall be 2 tenons for every board, fastened one opposite the other. Thus will you make for all the boards of the tabernacle. And you will make the boards for the tabernacle, 20 boards for the south side southward. And you will make 40 sockets of silver under the 20 boards, 2 sockets under the one board for its 2 tenons, and 2 sockets under the other board for its 2 tenons. And for the second side of the tabernacle on the north side, 20 boards. And there 40 sockets of silver, 2 sockets under the one board, and 2 sockets under the other board. And for the back side of the tabernacle westward, you will make 6 boards. And 2 boards will you make for the corners of the tabernacle in the back parts. And they shall be coupled together at the bottom, and they shall be coupled together at the top of it to one ring. Thus shall it be for both of them. For the 2 corners shall they be. And there shall be 8 boards, and their sockets of silver, 16 sockets, 2 sockets under the one board, and 2 sockets under the other board. And you will make bars of acacia wood, 5 for the boards of the one side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the boards of the other side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the boards of the side of the tabernacle, for the back part westward. And the middle bar in the midst of the boards shall reach from end to end. And the boards will you overlay with gold, and their rings will you make of gold, as receptacles for the bars, and you will overlay the bars with gold, and you will rear up the tabernacle after the fashion of it, which you have been shown on the mount. And you will make a veil of blue and purple and scarlet yarn and twisted linen. Of weaver's work shall they make it, with cherubim. And you will hang it upon the 4 pillars of acacia wood, overlaid with gold. Their hooks shall be of gold, upon 4 sockets of silver. And you will hang up the veil under the clasps, and you will bring in there, within the veil, the ark of the testimony. And the veil shall divide to you between the holy place and the most holy. And you will put the cover upon the ark of the testimony in the most holy place. And you will set the table without the veil, and the candlestick over against the table on the side of the tabernacle toward the south. And on the table will you put on the north side. And you will make a hanging for the door of the tent of blue and purple and scarlet yarn, and twisted linen, the work of the embroiderer. And you will make for the hanging 5 pillars of acacia wood, and overlay them with gold. Their hooks shall be of gold, and you will cast for them 5 sockets of copper. Chapter 27. And you will make the altar of acacia wood, 5 cubits long and 5 cubits broad. The altar shall be 4 square, and 3 cubits shall be its height. And you will make its horns on its 4 corners. From itself shall its horns be, and you will overlay it with copper. And you will make its posts to receive its ashes, and its shovels, and its basins, and its forks, and its fire pans, and its vessels you will make of copper. And you will make for it a grating, a network of copper, and you will make upon the net 4 rings of copper on the 4 corners of it. And you will put it under the compass of the altar beneath, and the net shall reach even to the half of the altar. And you will make staves for the altar, staves of acacia wood, and overlay them with copper. And the staves shall be put into the rings, and the staves shall be upon the 2 sides of the altar when they bear it. Hollow of boards will you make it. As he has shown you on the mount, so shall they make it. And you will make the court of the tabernacle for the south side southward, hangings for the court of twisted linen, 100 cubits long for the one side, and its pillars shall be 20, and their 20 sockets of copper. The hooks of the pillars and their fillets shall be of silver. And likewise for the north side, in the length hangings of 100 cubits long, and its pillars 20, and their 20 sockets of copper. The hooks of the pillars and their fillets of silver. And for the breadth of the court on the west side hangings of 50 cubits, their pillars 10, and their sockets 10, and the breadth of the court on the front side, eastward 50 cubits, and hangings of 15 cubits for the one wing, their pillars 3, and their sockets 3. And for the other wing, hangings of 15 cubits, their pillars 3, and their sockets 3. And for the gate of the court, a hanging of 20 cubits of blue and purple and scarlet yarn and twisted linen, the work of the embroiderer, their pillars of 4, and their sockets 4. All the pillars of the court round about shall be filleted with silver, their hooks of silver, and their sockets of copper. The length of the court shall be 100 cubits, by the breadth 50 by 50, and the height 5 cubits, of twisted linen, and their sockets of copper. All the vessels of the tabernacle for all manner of its service, and all its pins, and all the pins of the court shall be of copper. This completes Parashat Terumah.